the sunshine showed her face, I felt like I was ready to die. Please take it away.
I don't want to tell you each what you're going to do yet, and we're going to do something really intense.
Also, Quentin Tarantino, film director, writer, producer. His latest film, The Hateful Eight. Have you seen it? Not too many people have, and the box office numbers are horrible. But I want to talk about this film tonight. I watched it on the Free Movie Channel. Why is the N-bomb, N-word, being just, used in such an excessive way?
Hey, what's up, Chad? Calek'S here. I was reading through a lot of messages on Facebook. I told you guys it might take me 6 months to get to them, but I do eventually get to them. And I recently read a couple where people seem to feel kind of the same thing. I mean, what they said is that it was kind of like, hey, dude, love your videos, love your page, but at times it feels like just all promotion and not enough about yourself. My response was, well, what do you mean? I mean, I put a whole movie out about my life, An American Ghost Hunter. That was all kinds of personal information I put out there. And the responses I got were, no, that's great, but that was like, Iowa, your childhood. What do I know anything about you right now? Which I was like, do I not put that much out about myself right now? When I thought about it, I guess I really don't. And there's no real reason not to. It's not an active effort not to put things out about myself. So I figured, no problem. I mean, I can do that. And I guess start a little vlog series about, what I do in my day, where I live, who I am. Since I guess it's true, I don't put that much out there, besides the fact that I'm married. And there's even more to that story, obviously. Laura and I go back a long time. We go back over 25 years. So I figured I would start with Vlog 1, Episode 1. I don't know what to call this yet, but maybe we'll just call it The Chad Show. So we'll start right now, and I guess the first thing would be where I live. So actually, I'll take you to a very special place, and I'll tell you why it's special when I get there, okay? And we'll be outside in 3, 2, 1. Place I just took you over my shoulder is called Perry's. It's like pretty much, Laura and I's local hang. It's just a cool spot. It's a cool vibe, as you can see right here. It runs right up against the beach, which is, pretty dope chilling. This area in general, as you can see, there's just tons of bikes and bikers and skateboarders. And, when I first moved our place, Laura and I both had cars. And I got rid of my car, and then I realized I wanted another one. But then I realized it's just easier to get a motorized skateboard or like a hoverboard or something like that. So I opted for the skateboard, and believe it or not, when I was younger, I was heavy into skateboarding. Did it for years. Actually had a goal at one point to be a professional skateboarder, but was not good enough at all. But when it comes to riding a longboard, right outside my front door, if you go to the left, it takes you to the world famous Venice Boardwalk. And if you take a right, it goes down to the Santa Monica Pier, which I'm going to take you there in just a second. And we're going to relive a bit of history, some huge history that I haven't seen or been through in a minute. So we'll be there in just a second. you know, probably the most intimate place that I could take you as far as my story goes is right here at the base of the Santa Monica Pier, which is right over here. If you look, you can see the Ferris wheel right there. But that's not the most important spot. The most important spot is right over my shoulder, right up here. If you look, that is actually the very first place that I ever moved into when I moved to Santa Monica. And it was a crazy time because Laura had just agreed to marry me and move out here, having never seen Los Angeles. Laura's from a town of about 800 people in Iowa. So I moved out here alone first and got the place. It was just a bachelor, wasn't even a bed in it. We actually got a Murphy bed up against the wall. And I lived out here for 2 months alone before she came out. And at the time I was 22 years old, 23. And, you know, I get asked a lot, you know, what's the scariest place you've ever ghost hunted and shit like that. I often laugh when I hear those types of questions because that type of fear doesn't really register with me. When I first moved out here and I was alone up there, oh man, I was so excited to be in Los Angeles but terrified. I actually developed agoraphobia, which is when you're afraid to leave your house. Like, no bullshit. Like, I saw a doctor, he diagnosed me. The world seemed so fucking big, and I just felt so incredibly small compared to all of my dreams. But I was ready to take them on, you know? And I remember when Laura first came out here and I first took her into our little bachelor pad. Like I said, it was the smallest fucking thing in the world. But it was ours, you know? I mean, there was literally, I don't know if you guys know what a bachelor is. There's no bedroom. There's just a room and a little, you know, a hot plate. So we had our little Murphy bed, and I fucking loved it. We could go up on the rooftop of the place. It was awesome. And over time, I developed this friendship with a lot of homeless people in this park because some of the best chess you'll ever see in the world goes down here. I remember at one point for like a week, they had like this 9-year-old kid from Russia that was over here, and there was lines from here to Venice to play this kid. It was crazy, but yeah, some of the best chess in the world gets played right in this free chess park here. Every morning, come down through the morning, go out, sit at the beach, come back up, and there would already be people playing. Yeah. Already. Yeah. So what's your name?
Leslie.
Nestle? I'm Chad. It's a pleasure to... Leslie.
Yeah, oh, Lesler. Lesler is the right one.
Lesler?
Yeah, Lesler.
Lesler.
French Creole, Lesler.
Oh, so you're a New Orleans guy?
I'm from Port-au-Prince.
Oh, Port-au-Prince. Oh, wow.
Haiti, yeah.
God, so loud. Shut up, guys. There we go.
Yeah.
Lesler, and you're from Port-au-Prince.
Oui.
And you play chess out here?
Yeah, I have a set. I bought a set here, and I'm supposed to meet somebody here at 1 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
To play. Yesterday I was here. I see you pass through here. Yes.
Yeah, I come through at times. Yeah, I live down here now in Santa Monica, so I skate up every now and then and just say hi to the whole place. You know what I mean? Just see what's going on. Yeah. So how good is the talent out here as far as the chess players go?
You get masters come through.
Yeah.
You get real good players, tournament players.
Yeah, when I lived here, there was a little Russian boy they brought over.
They got those coming through. Yeah. Oriental.
The prodigies.
Russian, yeah, they come through. And they're that good. They're like 10, 11, 12, you know, young prodigies. Yeah.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Now, how long have you been playing the game?
Oh, pretty much all my life.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, it's supposed to be the masters say chess is one game you could always improve.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, even in your later year, you know?
Yeah.
You could always improve. That depends where you're getting, what theory you're using. Theories, you know?
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So is this place a special place to you? Like to hang out, meet people? Do you meet new people here a lot?
Yeah, it's special because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I helped build that park right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that park right there, I helped build it. So I'm a part of the property.
Oh, really?
It's because of architecture.
Oh, wow.
I helped build that park. And then I comes here sometime with friends and they'll call me a local. but I'm really not a local, you know.
Yeah.
I come here because I'm kind of aware of this place, and that Muscle Beach is famous. It's real popular.
Oh yeah, I've been by there many times. Got those big Hulkamaniacs out there lifting weights.
Oh yeah, you gotta make love to it. Make love. Oh yeah, pump that blood in. Oh yeah, I love this shit, man.
Oh yeah,
you guys look swollen, man. They're all swollen and everything.
Yeah,
you know?
because like the 20s and the 30s, that was what's happening here.
That was the deal.
Yeah,
that was the shit, huh?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking your time, my friend. It was awesome just talking with you, brother. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got that firm grip. Yes, that's beautiful.
Thanks, brother. Thanks so much. I knew that I was a storyteller. I knew that's why I came here. At that time, I had just finished my first film ever and just got it sold to Showtime, but I was also managing bands, and I was also still performing. So, you know, we're talking almost 17 years ago now. So I didn't even really know what the path was. The only guy I knew out here was my manager and some friends from Iowa that moved out here. But they also moved deep in the valley, so I never saw them. So I just didn't know anybody. I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew that every 30 days rent was due. So I had to figure something the fuck out. But to this day in my life, that was the most terrified that I've ever been. But it was also the most exciting time that I've ever had too. But yeah, this is the place, man. This was my first landing pad. So for those of you that said you wanted to know more about me, and that I just release a bunch of fucking commercials all the time, which I know I do. So I guess this is where we start. This is where the story starts. Santa Monica, California.
Close all the curtains. Stay on the phone. We are the monsters holding you still. We are the gallows up on the hill. Answer the question. Is God on your side? We'll be together. We're the rebel tide. We are the monsters.
For those of you that are into skateboarding, I'm going to take you to a very, very, very famous skateboarding street that is a half a block from where I live. If you're into the Z-Boys, Dogtown, the whole history of skateboarding, you'll know exactly what this hill is. I'm going to start going up it right now. This, my friends, is Bay Street, which is legendary because this was the first hill that they would bomb as they would practice their tricks. And we're talking Jay Adams, Tony Alva, all these cats. I'm starting to go up it right now, and we'll cut to it in just a second from the top. Well, anyways, guys, that's it for episode 1. The next time, I will take you guys down to the world famous Venice Beach. Until then, you know a little bit more about me.